Hey, it's Ashley Korf. I'm going to be walking you through in the next 5 minutes how to make over your kitchen so that way it's healthy. We're going to be addressing 3 things. Number 1, what you do need to focus on. Number 2, what you don't need to focus on. And number 3, I'm going to be walking you through 3 ways so that way you can easily transition your kitchen from unhealthy to healthy so you can lose the weight without driving yourself insane. Let's get into it. So the first thing is what you need to focus on, okay? So there's a lot of noise in the fitness space. I've kept 50 pounds off for 14 years. This is what you do need to focus on. So grab a pen and paper if you need to. Listen and hear me out when I tell you what you do need to focus on, okay? So you need to focus on what the food is doing for your body, okay? So you need to focus on how it's fueling you, not necessarily the calories, okay? So that's one thing you don't need to focus on. Everyone in fitness wants to push the 1,200 calorie diets. I don't diet. I never have dieted. I don't believe in it. I believe it does more harm than good. So you need to focus on how the food's fueling your body, okay? And you're going to find more often than not, the healthier foods out there, like your salmon, your greens, your quinoa, your rice, stuff like that. That is what you need to be focusing on, okay? A lot of the Mediterranean foods, I'm Greek, I'm half Greek. A lot of the Mediterranean foods out there are super, super, super healthy for you. A lot of the Asian foods are healthy for you too. Like American diets. And when I say diet, I'm not talking about restriction here. I'm talking about your daily intake, okay? So the American daily diet is typically full of fried, sugary, junky food, right? So you need to be focusing on like the whole foods. I'm not talking about the grocery store here. What I'm talking about is actual food, okay? So a lot of your prepackaged stuff is a lot where you're going to be having a lot of calorie, sugary problems, all right? So I'm not saying every prepackaged food is the devil necessarily, but you need to be focusing on what the food is doing for your body. If it's helping you out, if it's beneficial, then go from there. If you're finding yourself feeling like shit afterwards, you're junky, you're sluggish, you're tired, you're worn out, you're down, then typically that is going to be your sugary, prepackaged, junky food, your fast food, okay? That too is also more harmful than not. So here's what you don't need to focus on. You don't need to measure your food out like a damn drug dealer to lose weight, okay? That's more harmful than good. That can increase your chance of getting what's called body dysmorphia. That is where you are not in alignment with what your body physically is. It's where you think your body has a composition problem when it really doesn't. It is a terrible aspect to have in your life, especially if you are already healthy. So a lot of the body dysmorphia does come from being so focused on calories, on measuring stuff out, and basically treating your daily life like you're trying to measure out drugs, okay? Like you're a drug dealer. That's not what is going to help you out. It's going to restrict you further. Every time you have a social event in your life, you are going to be chained down to that way of thinking. You're not going to be able to live your life in the way you want to. It's going to be making it pretty damn miserable, okay? So that is what you don't need to focus on. You also don't need to focus on tiny ass containers. Why? They may look innocent and they may look easy to follow, but when you do reach your weight loss goal, so to speak, maintaining is going to be hell. Okay, there's no other way to sugarcoat it. It's going to be hell. You're not going to know necessarily how to add on, how to incorporate other food. It's really going to put you into a mind fuck to where you don't know how to maintain the weight, okay? So try not to focus on that. Don't focus on it at all if I were you, and focus on how the food is fueling your body. And by nature, because you are avoiding the sugary, junky food that makes you feel like crap every time you eat it, you're going to be eating lesser calories and you're going to be eating more nutrient-dense food, and that's how you're going to lose the weight. So there's 3 ways that you can accomplish this. Number 1, you can cook. 2, you can have a meal delivery service like HelloFresh deliver your meal kits to you. Minimal work on your part. Or number 3, you can hire a private chef. Now, if you want the details on how to make this happen personally for you, then I have a free 5-day guide in the description of the video called Hack Your Way Healthy, 5 days to eating and feeling better without dieting and without feeling like you're missing out on life. So be sure to grab that, and I will see you in the next YouTube video.